Welcome, everyone, to College Park, Maryland, and the house has been built by guys from Boomer to Diggs. Home to the Maryland Terrapins, where the fans are eager to welcome visitors into the shell. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Michigan Wolverines taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Terrapins will put total leather and we'll get started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense set on first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Got it behind the line. It's Morton. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Oh, and this receiver with his speed, he's a guy you know this QB is going to look for, especially on these deep shots. You just can't overthrow him when he's that wide open. That's a huge missed opportunity.
And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The offense lining up for a first down play. The running back takes his track off right tackle here. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
On the move. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Looking downfield, it's Sharp. He'll pull it down and run. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Ready to fire from the pistol. He wants to throw here on second down. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got the back in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Trying to show their strength with the run on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
Looking for space. It's Marshall. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
Third and short now from their own 48. Out of the gun to give to the back. The Wolverines get it past the sticks.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
They're going to ride this running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know the defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for them.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. To the ground with the back. At the 35, he's open. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point. But finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Grab near the marker. It's Manning. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And the Terrapins headed quickly to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run in the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Using his legs, it's Marshall. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter.
On the play. That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Maryland 7, Michigan 0.
second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. Fires to the right. He's got it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
Barrels ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Maryland!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch.
Good disciplined defense on that play. It's 3rd and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation. They use their speed to get to the QB.
The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that up 2 touchdowns. And the blitz gets to him just like that.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
A big play for the defense with the 1st down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Sharp. Fires to the wideout. Oh, so close to paying off the tip. Really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Looking deep. And the ball is intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. At the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7.
That makes the score.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Back to throw, it's Sharp. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Crosses the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
From the shotgun, the inside give. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Finds his man. It's White. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the mark. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided, on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that one.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Sharp. He's got his man. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The give from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field? You got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Terrapins line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Terrapins!
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And adding those stats, and all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick 6, but he needs to be more accurate.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, going up top. He lets it fly. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
And the incompletion brings up a second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Well, jet sweep pass. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Pressure coming. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And a nice play by the defense. Third and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
On the return, it's Bitonio. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line.
Michigan offense will take over. First and 10.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He lets one fly deep. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
With the score, Maryland 21, Michigan 7.
And the Wolverines will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Sharp. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
They'll go to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. Fighting off the defender. Strong run. Picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They'll try to get outside.
When you're running up the middle, you got so many big boys on the inside. When you run this toss out wide, it's nice because you get away from all the beef. You get to get on the perimeter, make some of those little guys make some tackles out wide. The running back really appreciates when you give him some tosses.
The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. They knock him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line.
2nd down coming up.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, the ground game. Touchdown, Michigan! And the comeback is on. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Lining up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Miami has the lead right now, but this Canes crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet there in the 305. They're up by 7 over Clemson. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw. It's Sharp. Throwing right. Complete downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Swings it out to the flat. Tackled immediately after the catch.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Quick pass on the fly motion. Across the 25. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
They'll try the left side. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Maryland! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Red pass, it's complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
The Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Give to the back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He'll take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that is no fun for that wide receiver, thinking you just ran all the way downfield for that. You're not out here trying to run gassers or get conditioning. You're trying to catch TDs. What's going on?
Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Steps away to find some room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Maryland 28, Michigan 14.
And the Wolverines have pushed it inside the 20. The corners are walked up tight. They'll throw it from the red zone. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Sharp. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab on 3rd down, and that is a rare drop for this guy.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Flushed out of the pocket. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the 4th quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
And there is little that will send a home crowd into a frenzy like back-to-back sacks. 3rd and long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. Gonna let it fly. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Throws to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing the perimeter in the field. They just didn't have it there.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Steps away. He'll pull it down. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Yeah, and the QB decided to take it himself. He got a little bit of pressure, you could see, and decided to take off, scramble, and couldn't get the 1st down. And now it's 4th down decision time. No matter where it is on the field or what the distance is, you know there's a chance. We still might go for it.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Line gets set, 1st down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
He tries to take the top off. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Miami is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sebastian isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Clemson. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the 4th quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
He's got the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Fires to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Now on second down.
42 Spider.
Wants to throw. It's Sharp. Trying to get to him. Moves away as he feels pressure. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down.
Well, things have gone pretty well so far, right? You got the lead, you're playing at home, it's late, and you just need a few more of these completions to ice the game. That time, couldn't come away with it. It's a nice play by the defender, knocking it down.
The aerial assault continues. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude. And the Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the return, it's Batonio. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught over the middle. It's Watts. And it's on the ground. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's a tough one to swallow, man. You got yourself in a position where you can go tie this football game. You're in a good spot. You're trying to move the ball down the field. Guys trying to make a play. Fumbles the football. Now you got to beg for the defense to somehow give you one more opportunity.
First down here for the offense. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Open space at the 25. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins! With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Fair catch called for and made. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. There's a difference between being methodical and